We are live. We are live. He said he can't enjoy life because I'm on my podcast and I'm live and he can't do what he wants to do. So we're live. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night. It's time for Hits and Heels. Thank you for coming on for our latest edition. I think this is our 94th episode of Hits and Heels. My name is Coach Terry Bryant, and me and my co-host Danny Wright started Hits and Heels because I'm a football coach. I absolutely love football, and so recently, maybe a couple months ago, I guess. So, there was a group on Facebook of women, Black women, that said that they love football. Of course, I joined. I don't even know how I found the group, and I joined it. And since that time, it has been growing exponentially, and I can't. It has been crazy, just the number of women that have said that they love football. And y'all see that I'm a Cowboys fan, right? So they love being on there and hating on the Cowboys, and I absolutely love it. And so, because as long as everybody's hating on the Cowboys, that keeps us relevant because we ain't did nothing in 20 something years. And so anyway, so today I brought on the founder of the Black Women Love Football group, Mrs. Susan Monteiro. And this past weekend, she hosted their first meetup. And it was in Atlanta. And I want to hear everything about it because we had a scrimmage I coach football. So we had a scrimmage this past Saturday. So I was not able to make it to the meetup. And I am so mad that I missed it. And hey, Alyssa, is it Alyssa Young? Elisa Young, we see you, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, and Stacy. Hey, girl. Hey, thank y'all for coming. So, Susan, girl, welcome.
Everybody, welcome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Listen, I love your story. So, start us off with your story. What made you even start the group in the first place? I got your bio, but I want to hear it from you, and I want everybody else to hear it from you. What made you start it, and then lead us up to your meetup for this weekend?
Okay. Well, what made me start it was a few friends. I'm a Giants fan. Go Giants. And I had a few friends of Patriots, Eagles, Cowboys, and it was only about 10 of us, maybe the first, people I put in the group. And we were doing it on the page anyway, on the timeline. So I said, let me just create a group somewhere we can go. They was beating the Giants down bad. So I said, let me hide this. Let me hide this and start a group. Like, let's be private. And literally, it just started growing out of nowhere. It just blew up. I started in September 23. So from September to maybe December, we only had about 20, 25 members.
Okay.
And then Future came, and she joined the group, and she said, hey, how you doing? And she was really involved. We grew to about 200 in December. And she said, can I call you one day? And I said, yeah. And I was just, because she was in another football group that I was in, and they have a meetup.
Okay.
And so I was interested in it. And so I asked her about it. I said, oh, I would love to do something like that. And she's like, well, if you do it, I'll help you. And so that's how that ideal got going. So we started that. Then one day we grew to maybe about 400 or 500 in January. And then she called me one day and she said, I have a young lady in the group named Stacy. And she says your stuff on the website is trash. She didn't want to offend you. She said she didn't like your stuff and she wanted to help you. I said, girl, I'm from New York. I don't take things personal. I need help. So can I tell her to call me? So me and Stacy talked, and then we clicked, and so she became the creative director. And she was like, she's handling the website. We're revamping it and getting it up to par. And then she just came in on it. And then there's a lot of background people that, we didn't talk about. We have our moderators. They helped with it. Nikki, Lisa, Alyssa, V, Trina, Marilyn. So all of them came in, Ebony, and they helped us as well in the background. So there was a team. I didn't do it alone. And I'm so grateful for them. And we just made it come alive. It wasn't easy, but we made it come alive.
I love it. I love it. So my son's a Giants fan. So
Okay.
so
Yay.
we're a divided family. And my husband is a San Francisco 49ers fan.
Oh
My daughter's
Lord, your house be
no, girl,
jumping.
our house be off the chain. You hear me? Like I'm upstairs in my office area, and my husband has like this whole shrine right here on the side over here with
Okay.
all 49er stuff. So luckily
Okay.
y'all can't see none of that. But this is what I love. Okay, first of all, let me ask this. Why did you just limit it to just Black women?
You know what? I don't have a reason why. I know me and my friends were Black, and
Okay.
so when I named it, it was just for us. So it could have ended up
Right.
being me and my friends love football.
Well, all right.
I just
That's
named
just
Black Women Love Football, and I failed to mention we are sitting at 22,000 plus members right now, and analytically, because I'm a numbers girl, we're taking in over 200 members a day.
oh my goodness. That's
Mhm.
good. That's
Yeah,
good. That's powerful though.
yeah,
That's powerful because that means people are sharing. That means people are having a great time in the group. People are telling people about it. And so and it's just growing. Um and this part right here. This is what I like this what she said. We do need our own spaces and I love it. Right? We do need
yeah.
our own spaces and we love
Mhm.
it. So it's not, so anybody that's, non-Black that's watching, is we're not prejudiced. It's
Right.
just that sometimes we just need our own spaces to to carry on things because our language is different. How we do things are different. It's different because of the way we talk crap sometimes. If you would get your feelings hurt, and we've already had people
Right.
that have dropped out of the group because they didn't got their feelings hurt.
Exactly.
All the trash talking, and it's not personal. It's just fun, right? And
Mhm.
so yeah, so thank you, sweetheart, for that message. But yeah, and word of mouth is everything. It's everything, right? And so I love how you've come together with that. Okay, so you started the meetup. So walk us through the whole meetup and what happened. So day one, go to day one.
Okay, day one. Well, first I'll get you to how it developed.
Okay.
Me, Stacy, and Future literally talked every day, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day. And it's not easy, or we have the concept that it's not easy working with each other,
Right.
and that kind of scared me. And what a lot of people that came to the meetup don't know, and I'm getting ready to surprise people, none of us met each other till we got to the meetup. We did all this on the
You
phone.
lying. So y'all did all of this so y'all met online
We did Zooms and we did phone, just phone. None of us met each other until we
until
got
the
to
meetup.
meet. Yeah, so it was like, hey girl, nice to meet you. And we had planned all this stuff together. Yeah. So
I love meeting my Facebook
yeah.
friends.
So it was a little scary. I'm a businesswoman, but I do business with my children. I do
Mm-hmm.
business with my family. So, and I know the bad stories about doing business with women, and I've experienced it. And I've said
Yes.
I'd never do it again. But it just clicked. God walked us through everything. Was everything easy? Did we not have times of checking each other or having a moment? We did, but we got through it. And you know what? Every time we got through it, it was because of the women. It was never about us. It was never, oh, you, me. It was always, okay, y'all, we got to get through this for them. We got to do this for them. And I told somebody, and I tell people all the time, we don't know how many of these 22,000 women, how many of them are depressed, how many of them are in bad situations at home, how many of them are down, how many of them are maybe obese and can't get out the house, how many of them choose not to go out the house because of fear, and we are their only outlet. And I said, God, if you're going to use football to have me reach that, I'm all for it. Football is fun, but your soul, your mind, your body, who you are, you are enough, you are great, you are powerful, means more to me than anything for another woman.
And when I tell my story, I think that's again why I even started the podcast, because I tell people all the time when they tell my story, sports saved my life. Like if I didn't have sports, I have no idea where I would be. And so I love the camaraderie of sports, what
Mm-hmm.
it does,
Right.
coming together as a team. So you guys still created a team. That whole team concept is everything. I've had like I said, I've had difficulty with women that I've worked for in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why it was difficult was because they never played a sport. They didn't like sports. And so it's something that clicks about being a team player. Even
Exactly.
if you
Yeah.
didn't play sports, but you like sports and you watched it,
Mm-hmm.
you still learn about a
Mm-hmm.
team concept,
Yep.
right?
It creates a discipline. It
I
creates,
can't
yeah.
explain that. I mean, I can't explain it unless if you're a person that doesn't like sports and you have that mindset, it's so hard and difficult to explain that to you.
Right.
Because when you're on a job with them, or when you're dealing with them one-on-one in any type of a setting where you have to work with them, they're very difficult because it's like something is just not clicking because they have no idea how to work together as a team.
Exactly. And being involved in sports, I played basketball. I ran track. I'm in the Hall of Fame in my home city.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. But it teaches you to give people grace.
Yes.
People are gonna make mistakes.
People
Everything's not
gonna
gonna
make
be
mistakes.
perfect, but now we got to figure out how to get it back on track.
How do we get it back on track?
It teaches you all those little things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you said it. It gives you grace, because there's some people in my life where I don't want to forgive them.
Right.
You just don't want to,
Exactly.
but because of sports, I've been in a game where I played basketball and I missed the winning shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so grateful that my team gave me grace that I missed that shot and
Right.
we lost that game. Right. And so you can just take those lessons and move on. But I want to talk about day 2. So what was day 1 again? What was day 1?
Day one. Day one, we went to the Hall of Fame that night. So we all met in front of the Hall of Fame. Now there's a story because there's a couple of crews went on the train, Martyr. So it was all good getting there. That was fine. The Hall of Fame was wonderful. We had such a good time. It was history. I believe one girl saw her cousin in there that she didn't know was in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then knowing some of the people that are mothers or involved with teams knew some of the people that were in there, but didn't know they were in the Hall of Fame. So it was really, really good. My goal is to go to the NFL Hall of Fame now, but that was the college one.
You haven't been to the NFL Hall of Fame?
Mm-mm.
You will lose your mind.
Really? Okay, well, we might be doing that next year, but we haven't decided yet. But so it was a really, really good time. And just seeing the women bond. It was so, like, from the time like we were in the lobby at the hotel to the end of the Hall of Fame, it was like such a bonding moment for the women, and just seeing them meet each other. Hey, where you from? And let's take this picture and let's do. It was just so, like, it brought tears to my eyes because I didn't imagine that. I said, oh God, how are all these women gonna get along? But it was really great. After because around the corner is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So we were supposed to go around there and take pictures. As soon as we walked outside, it started raining. So we didn't get to take pictures. But there's a crew, we call them the Martyr crew now, that took the Martyr back. But for some reason, they should have beat everybody back to the hotel or back to where they were. And I don't know what happened. They would have to tell you. I'm still not straight on the story, but the train took them all around Atlanta. They were lost. It was all kind of stuff. So all we saw was pictures on Facebook like, help. So that they bonded through that. So in our private event page, they call themselves the Martyr Crew, and they have a
Okay.
picture of them on the train. So we laugh about that, but that was real good. And then that night, I have a Black Women Love Football phone.
Okay.
We lost that night.
Okay.
And then, so I thought I was going to call the phone company and just tell them to replace it or what have you. Stacy gets a phone call yesterday, and it was a man from a foreign country told about he got our phone. It was in the street by the airport.
Okay.
How it got way over there, I don't know. So,
Right.
but that night was wonderful. That first night was bonding. It was getting to know each other, joining on each other's teams. So it was really good. And if you haven't been to the Hall of Fame, the College Hall of Fame here in Atlanta, you definitely want to go.
Yeah, I haven't been, and I definitely want to go. Okay, so that was day one.
Mm-hmm.
Day two, what we do day two?
Woo! That was the panel.
Okay.
Okay, so you will see pictures of the panel, but you don't see nobody talking about the panel.
Okay.
Because we agreed what's said in that room will stay in that room.
In the room. Okay.
And
okay.
Tammy,
so we got deep on the panel.
Yeah. Tammy, Natola, Sonia, and
Natola's on now. Hey sis.
Oh, hi Natola. And Tanitra were awesome. And then so many women came to me after and just shared their testimony and how now they know why they came. God used each one of those women like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and each one had a different story, and it just reached out to different women. And I kept saying, like, I don't think that many people are gonna come, Saturday morning. They're probably gonna be tired, or they're not gonna come, because you had a good group in the hotel, but a lot of people were coming from, other places. They had Airbnbs or family, or they lived in Atlanta. But they packed that room out, and God met us there. It was just so amazing. It was just so amazing for people to come up to me later, even a day later, and just tell me how they needed what was in that room.
What was in the room?
Yeah, and each woman was from a different walk of life, but their testimony just like it was like mesmerizing in that room. Like you couldn't even move. That's how awesome it was. Everybody was like just on the panel. There was no big eyes, no little U's, and they flowed and worked with each other, and it was just amazing. So you'll see pictures, but you won't hear stories because we promised each other that it would stay in that room.
I love that. Okay, so day three, what we do day three?
Okay, well that night, that was the morning. So that night we had the white party. I don't know if
you saw. So
you see all the
pictures from the white party. Yes.
We had the 360 photo booth. You know what? It was so funny because I said, God, you so all in this, because we didn't have enough money for a full photographer. So we got the 360 photo booth and we had the DJ, and we said, okay, we're not going to worry about the photographer. Do you know a photographer was there? I don't know where he came from. He had his camera. He was doing group pictures, everything. And he emailed me today saying, I'm doctoring your pictures and I'll get it there. And I was like, okay, whatever.
What a blessing. I mean, I just think sometimes God just amazes us when he just puts stuff in our spirit to just, I don't know, just people don't need typical church anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I offend people with that I tell people I don't do traditional church anymore. But sometimes you just got to meet people where they are, because that's what God did. He met people where they are. I don't want to get religious and stuff on here with people like that, but I just love how he just totally just used you, because you talked about that in your bio, how you felt like even with the adversity that you kind of went through, that God kind of led you to this. But was it like that at first, or did it kind of evolve into that? And then you kind of saw.
I always tell them when they start getting upset with me, I'm like, look, I didn't choose this life. This life chose this life chose me. I had no vision. I had no vision when this started. People keep saying your vision, and I was like, if they only knew, I really didn't have one.
Right.
And it just evolved.
It just evolved into a
Evolved.
vision.
Yeah, and then when I seen people, inbox me like, thank you, I had nothing, like it's quiet where I am, or my mom died or my husband died or whatever, and you helped me with this group, and I'm like, okay. So that's when the vision started coming through. So now it's becoming more clear, of what this was for and what I'm to do. And I'll share this, and I probably, it's really amazing because I don't share stuff. And I was riding in the car the other day, and I just busted out crying, and I had to pull over. And I clearly heard the words, you've been through everything you've been through for this. To see, for this. And to see other women just, use this as just the outlet for them. And I just was like, whoa, And so, like I said in the bio, okay, God, if you choosing football, it's fun.
Right. I'm
a diehard Giants fan. All y'all teams are trash. But if this is what you're doing, I'm all for it. I'm here. I
love it. So I'm a Cowboys fan, but I have players that I love. So on the Giants, I love number 17, Robinson, because he played here at the University of Kentucky. I know his dad. I've met his stepmom. I know his mom. I know his auntie. And so I'm a fan of him. So I have fans like on certain teams, like on the Steelers. I call him my nephew because me and his mom went to Justin Fields' mom went to school together. Okay. Plus, I love Mike Tomlin because I'm always, people gonna say whatever they want to say about me, but I'm always gonna root for a black coach because they have no idea what they go through. And plus, there's only a handful of them. There's a reason why there's only a handful of black coaches in the leagues, and the fact that he's been able to. Actually, I just learned. I forgot who. I think I learned from Tiffany's group on why he was able to be that. It's because his leadership. It ain't like Jerry Jones. We all know where Jerry Jones came from. We know where he came from, right? He ain't come from the cloth that he came from the leadership from the Steelers, and so they have always been inclusive and diverse in their hiring, and their practices and stuff like that, and they were on the forefront. I think they were on the forefront of a lot of things first, as far as putting African Americans in place and women and stuff like that in place with the Steelers. So I can't say that I'm not a Steelers fan. I'm just a Cowboys fan first and foremost, and I'm a diehard. And I can't stand Jerry Jones. Okay. One thing I can't stand Jerry Jones. Can't stand him. I mean, I can't wait until he steps down as the everything, the CEO and the CFO and the manager and the recruiter and everything else that he want to do. He wants to wear all the hats and stuff, But yes, Alyssa, they're the ones that came up with the Rooney Rule, even though they don't, they don't enforce the Rooney Rule the way it's supposed to. It's just a formality. Right. But I've noticed that in all of corporate America. All of corporate America has a formality. Most of the time, everybody has who they want in place, and they still have to put the announcement of the job out there to make it look like they're giving everybody an opportunity to apply for the job. So the Rooney Rule is exactly, the same way. And and another person, thank you, Mr. Brown, for reminding me that George Adams, a Lexington native, also and he's in our Hall of Fame here. played with the Giants. So of course I gotta shout out George Adams. His son plays for the Titans right now, and he's a good friend with he played ball with my husband. And so thank you, Mr. Brown. And Mr. Brown, I saw your other two messages, and I'll definitely go back through and we'll follow up with those shortly. So I like a lot of the sports, and so with the women though, what I want to talk about, your impact with them. Is there? Okay, let's go here. What was day 3? We stopped at the white part. What was day 3?
White party was off the chain.
White party was day 2. Okay.
Day 3 was the pool party.
The pool party. Where was that at? At the hotel or somewhere else?
No, we rented a pool.
Okay.
From Swimply. If you go on Swimply, you can rent a pool in your city. So Swimply. So finding a pool to hold 80 people, and it kept growing. We started out, we found one pool, and but we only had like 40 registrants. So I'm like, okay, well, that's gonna be it. Let's just do this pool. Then it grew to like 60. So then I had to find a pool. I had to cancel that and find a pool. And that was a good thing about Swimply. If you ever use it, you can cancel in and out.
Just cancel it, open, not lose your money.
So
okay.
Again, I had to find a pool. So then we grew again, and I had to cancel and find a pool. But we used her name is Mary. She owned a beautiful home with a beautiful pool. I don't know if you saw the pictures. She held up to 80 people. And it's called La Perla. LA space PEARLA.
Okay.
And we had a really, she was a great host, put on her Falcon shirt. And usually the hosts don't come out or anything like that, but she came. And she's a former Jets, member of the Jet magazine model.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was really nice, and she gave us full access, and we had a really good time. We supplied them with the food, and we supplied the bar for them the last day. And my goal was for them to relax. They wanted to help me clean up, because who we had cooking and doing the bar canceled on us last minute.
Oh.
So I jumped on the grill. And my husband jumped on the bar.
Okay.
And everybody was helping or whatever. And I told them, no, but they, because I could only cook so many hamburgers at a time. I'm like, on the grill. And while they waited, they just cleaned up for me. I'm telling you, everybody was just amazing. First group is my heart. And I told her, I promised them, I don't care if we 10 meetups deep, I will always have a night where the first crew
your first crew. And how many is in that first crew?
We had throughout the 3 days, because some people only came certain days, we had 93 registered.
And everybody's after seeing the pictures and stuff, everybody's is mad that they missed it.
Yeah, we had such a good time. There people came from California, one young lady from Mexico. I just found that out.
Wow.
It was amazing where they were coming from, and it just made my heart so glad. And just to see them meet each other and bond, and see them now in the group, like, hey, my new bestie or whatever, like that makes me feel really good. Yeah.
Oh, it should. So so I've been at work, and then I have football practice. So we have our first game tomorrow. So I saw somewhere that you guys had a poll going on where the next group. So what are the choices?
We have Cleveland, Canton, because the NFL Hall of Fame is there. Chicago, New York, Pittsburgh, and they're losing terribly. Them in New York are losing terribly. And then DMV, the DMV area. And I believe that was it. And I know a lot of people are upset because we didn't put California on there, the West Coast. But I promised them we are coming. We're going to do something there. It's just not feasible for a meetup there. We did some comparison. I'm not just like making choices off the top of my head. And I
But
need them to
make it
understand.
affordable for the majority of people that
Exactly.
can go. Yeah.
Exactly. And somebody said, well, New York is expensive. No, because I'm from New York.
Mm.
My family owns things in New York. So if we did
Okay.
it in New
So you
York,
have resources in New York that you
exactly
would
right.
be able to utilize that you normally wouldn't be able to utilize anywhere else
Exactly.
because of the resources that you
Right.
have.
So
Gotcha.
that's what made New
Gotcha.
York make it. But
Gotcha.
feasibly and making it comfortable for everybody financially,
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult. Oh, and Houston was on there. But everybody's like,
Okay.
it's too hot. It's too hot in July. Because we're gonna pull it back to July because
Okay.
everybody, with school starting in August for the South, and then you
Okay.
have the preseason.
Okay.
So they're asking us, so I think we're
Okay.
gonna go
So
to
I'm gonna do a plug. I'm gonna make a request.
okay.
I'm gonna make a request for Canton, and this is the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
It's either the third or the last. This past year, it was the last weekend in July. The women's conference. So there's a women's football conference,
Mm-hmm.
and it does not have enough women showing up there.
Oh
And
wow.
so I would love for the group to take on a sister team. So like Houston has a team, Atlanta has a team, DC has a team. So a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
places already have like a women's team.
Okay.
And so the championship is usually it's either the third or the fourth weekend in July. I have to get the dates or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice and it's in Canton at the Hall of Fame field.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know they had a
Like
field.
the game is at the games are at the Hall of Fame field.
Okay.
And so then you could support the women playing football and at the same time do the meetup and still go to the Hall of Fame. And just a suggestion. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because I would just love for the women's league to just to kind of take off, kind of like how the WNBA is just now kind of take off. It's been taking 28 years for the people to take off, but I don't want to wait for somebody to just show up and then all of a sudden now everybody wants to start supporting the women playing football. If you love football, football is football. It's the same, except it's just women, right? That's just something to throw out there. If Canton comes up, maybe maybe we'll look at the dates for next year and see if maybe all that can coincide, and then we can fill the stands up for the women.
Okay.
That are playing.
Well, it is high on our list. So
I hope so. So I'm afraid that's the case. Because I would love for the women to to just to have that same type of support that we give the men. Since we are a women's group that love football.
Okay,
because
right? Stacy lives there.
Stacy lives in Canton?
She lives in Cleveland.
Oh, in Cleveland? Okay, cool.
And so I keep asking, I'm like, well, if we go to Cleveland, what is there to do in Cleveland?
Oh, Cleveland's nice. There's a
lot to do.
My cousin had her. Okay, this is what you do in Cleveland. So they have a science center right next to the stadium, and my cousin rented out the whole science center for her wedding.
Oh wow! Okay.
So that might be something that you could take into consideration if you decide to do it in Cleveland. Maybe if you can just rent out the whole science center. It's like literally, and then the what is it? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is right next to it as well.
Yeah, they told me.
And it's all right there by the riverfront. So like it's all of that is like right there together. So there's a lot of stuff to do in Cleveland, but I'm gonna push for Canton.
Okay.
So everybody can go to the NFL Hall of Fame and enjoy the NFL Hall of Fame.
And make sure you go on and vote. It's pinned at the top of the page, so make sure you vote.
Will. Okay. I definitely will. But yeah, it's definitely right there next to the stadium. And and the science center was really, really nice. My cousin had her wedding there last year, as a matter of fact. And we had a really, really good time. We had a really, really good time. We did. So So did they have so that's next. So the meetup is next. What other activities do you have
We're going to be
planned?
doing 5Ks. We
Okay.
have a 5K actually that kind of pushing us to partner with another organization to do one in October,
Okay.
which is so quick. So I'm not sure how, but if it's to be, it's going to be. And of course, we're going to give it 100%. But so if anybody's interested in 5K, so I want to do 5Ks in multiple cities every year.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to pan out like what's the best time. I know football season, but like maybe Saturday mornings before those Saturday games start, because usually 5Ks are early in the morning.
Early morning. Oh yes.
Right. So we're thinking about, and we want to do them for a cause. We're moving toward our 501c3.
Nonprofit.
Right. So, we want to do it for a cause. We want to take up different cause and different organizations we want to partner with. So that's our next move. We're gonna keep BWLF LLC, but we're
Okay.
gonna bring in another name of a 501c3 under it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what is the vision of the 501c3 as far as just like what type of groups are you wanting to support or to partner with?
Definitely cancer.
Mm,
Types. I'm not, we haven't narrowed that down, but definitely breast cancer. I know. My first husband died of kidney cancer. So different things. I have a heart for that. And then I put a post on in the group because I want to hear the heart of the people. I want to know, what they're thinking. What was your struggles? Definitely children. So it's going to be a broad spectrum, but I want to lock into like a good 5 to 10 organizations that we partner with throughout the year.
mhm. I
Mhm.
am definitely feel so. My husband is a cancer survivor as well, and
Mhm.
there's a young lady, and I cannot think of her name right now, that has created a technology to help get rid of cancer, and she is in need of the funding in order to get it out. And oh my God, I can't think of her name right now. But I'll definitely give you when I come across it, I'll definitely send you her information because
Okay.
I think that would be right up your
Mhm.
alley because she's a Black doctor who has come up with this technology that can actually cure cancer
Mhm.
with this technology that she came up with, but she can't get it. I don't have no idea why she can't get it funded.
Okay. Well, we know why she can't get it
Well, we know
funded.
why she can't get it funded.
So let's protect her. Let's pray
But
with.
she needs to be protected.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to
Yeah.
be protected. She needs to
Yeah.
be protected. And then another thing to me that's dear to me is as Black women, our healthcare is the worst. Like they
Mhm.
don't know how to
Right.
diagnose us. We're the most misdiagnosed
Mhm.
race there is because they just don't care about us. Um, and so I'm really huge about that. So I can't wait to on what can I do to help promote that with the 501c3 and get that out. Stacy, the worst. You hear me? The
Mhm.
worst.
Yeah.
Um, so I can't wait to get that out. And Renee said it too. Breast cancer, colon cancer, and ooh, girl, yes,
Yeah.
and domestic
Domestic
violence.
violence. Yeah. I
Domestic
like
violence.
that.
I like that one too. Yep, those are some really really good ones. Let me go to the chat because I've been neglecting people. Y'all, first of all, y'all just think y'all I got to go all the way back because I got to put my glasses on because I can't see. Um, I've been neglecting y'all in the chat, and I appreciate y'all so much. Um, for coming on. Oh, Donna Jacobs. Hey, Donna Jacobs. She said, I love the group with all the professional trash talking sisters.
Hey, Donna.
Alyssa said, when you are clear about your mission, the sky is the limit. And that and you're right. And I love how you've gotten clear with that. And so Mr. Brown is one of my favorite supporters on here. And he said, your resume is impressive. He says, as a native from New York, do females in that region have a different demeanor and drive with women in Georgia?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it different?
It is. It is. I think in New York, you know what? I think the focus is always different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll find a lot of women from New York. They say we could be hard, or we could be, but we're taught to be in survival mode.
Mm.
We grow up in survival mode.
But most Black women are grew up in survival mode, though.
It's
But New York is totally different.
It's a different. It's I find even doing business is different. Is different. You know, and you know, New York is flying. Like down here, I can sit down with
It's so
somebody.
slow.
Yeah, like,
It's so slow.
but you know, people will say, "Oh, it's no different," but it's different. It's different. It's you know what the ending is the same, the motive is the same, but how we get there is a little bit different. I have to change up from doing business at home and then coming here. You know, I have to change up. My son, you know, they run businesses in New York, and my youngest son just came down here to expand what we're doing in New York. And he's like, whoa. He's like, you know, I have to adjust mine. Like I'm adjusting because it's a little bit, it's different. It is.
Different. This must Isaiah.
That's my son.
Hey, Isaiah. Thank you for tuning in with your mom. Okay. I love this one. Have you used biblical scriptures to encourage women depressed from the social issues that compromise single women that struggle financially and while raising children in society influenced by many variables? In the group?
You know what? You never know where somebody is spiritually. You don't know what they believe. Believe it or not, I am a licensed evangelist with the Church of God in Christ. And I'm learning to be wise. You know, I can use scriptures all day, whatever, but I forbid stuff like that in the group because everybody's different and everybody's different. So I ask God for wisdom to encourage them where they're at. And, you know, I don't want to offend nobody or anything like that. So I use wisdom of how I deal with people now. Where back in the day, it would have been like the Bible. But, you know, I'm 57 now, so I learned wisdom. And everybody don't believe like I believe. Everybody's not, you know. So everybody's at different levels. Everybody has different beliefs. But I respect everybody. And, you know, my goal is to encourage them at where they're at.
I love that. LaWanda said, hey, sister.
Hey, LaWanda.
And Natola said, it was truly an amazing experience. She said she can't wait till next time. And then she said that the white party was the bomb. Future said that she was in tears that Saturday morning, I guess, at the panel. She was in tears. My Uncle Dale is on. Hey, Uncle Dale.
Uncle Dale.
Oh, wait a minute. Really? The Giants have never had a Black quarterback?
Nope. You know what? I was going to say that earlier. I said that's the thing about being a fan of the team.
Yeah.
When it becomes to the administration and their choices and stuff like that, you kind of get frustrated sometimes because,
like the Cowboys, because we know Jerry Jones is racist. Yes.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, they just make choices that, you know, don't include us. And the Giants have been like that forever. Forever, but yet they have us as a fan base, but no Black quarterback.
Wow.
No. Yep.
Wow. I'm going through the group, making sure that I didn't miss anybody. Oh, LaWanda said that's number 3 reasons to show. What is that? I missed number 3 reasons to definitely to get to Canton. Must have been when I was talking about the women's team. But she said that Cleveland is only 45 minutes from Canton, so maybe we could do both.
Yeah.
Or do something in between so that you can go. We could do everything up in Cleveland and then still maybe do the women's, you know, the women's game or something like that. And maybe, what is this right here? She said, community resources, linkage of care. Is that something it must have been when we was talking about the nonprofit.
Yeah, make
And
sure you get with me, Lawanda, and
yeah,
let me
and then
know.
the NFL Hall of Fame, the HBCU Black colleges at the Hall of Fame too. They have a downstairs in the basement. They had the when I went, they had the black HBCU portion of that. Oh, this was another good one. The elderly state. Great
Oh,
job.
yeah.
Use of the elderly. Yes, that's another
Oh
good
my God,
cause.
yeah.
Yes, with the elderly. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would love
Yes.
to do
Yes.
something.
Yes.
My goal is to create cells.
Yes.
You know, you have a group that takes care of that, and then we all just meet once a week, make sure every division's clear, make sure everybody's on target. But you have a
Mm-hmm.
group that takes care of the elderly. Then we have a group that
Yeah.
takes care of the cancer and the thing. So my goal is to have cells
Okay.
to meet these needs. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
good. Oh, that's good stuff like that. And Alyssa said that the energy is different in the north than it is in the south. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
And Stacy did say everybody's walk is different, but you can convey a message without beating them over the head with scripture. I agree.
Yeah.
And Diane, thank you for the lovely Cowboys hat. Thank you. How about them Cowboys?
Hey, Diane. Oh my God. Let me tell you. My friends from high school, from kindergarten, came to the thing. Yes. I
When was the
bought
last time you had seen her prior to that?
one of them I haven't seen since we graduated high school in 85.
Wow.
Diane that just came on, me and her communicate, so I've seen her. And then Cynthia, she lives down here, but we don't see each other often. But just having, after losing my mom and just, and just not that home energy and my son and different, they just made me feel comfortable. Like it made me feel like home was there, and it was just so amazing. I bawled like a baby. Yeah, after I made my little speech, I went and hugged them, but it was just amazing. Home love hits different.
It does.
It does.
It does. Some of my best friends are still the ladies that I went to school with, and high school and junior high with, or we grew in the city that I grew up with. Oh, she said a charter of us to Canton. We still talking about Canton. Stacy's still talking about Canton. Stacy, me and you right here. I'm all for Canton for next year. And Diane said that she loves you.
Oh.
She said it was an awesome weekend. It was an awesome weekend. Janae is a Patriots fan. I can't say I'm a Patriot. Let me see. So who do I know from Patriots besides Tom Brady? I ain't gonna lie and say that I'm not a Tom. I am a Tom Brady fan.
They got the right colors. The right colors. Wrong team.
Oh yeah.
But I love them down here. They got a club down here, and they're amazing.
The Patriots too. Yeah.
Vanessa,
I love me some Tom. I love me some Tom Brady. Yeah. And so yeah. So I wasn't a Patriots fan, but I like certain people. I like Tom Brady. But I love people that people are all just saying, Natasha, I want to make sure that I love being able to give you guys a shout out that are coming on here, because I appreciate y'all all coming on and tuning on, because y'all could have been doing something else. Shout out to Diane from her. And then Betty Lindsay said that the weekend was epic. Cynthia Ward said it was a great experience. So I am loving all the feedback. And I know your heart is just so full with just all of the feedback.
Yeah.
So what was the final count on who all showed up?
93 registered throughout the 3 days. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's still a nice group, considering it was just the first time, right? Because
we couldn't take anymore, because when they came to me and said, look, we're growing too big, we can't get a different. I said, no, we locked into these contracts when we had 200 members.
Oh,
it wasn't that it couldn't be bigger. I couldn't accommodate no more. We had to cut it off. I had to tell people, no, my inbox is crazy. Stacy, Future, our inboxes are crazy with people asking to come. We had to cut it off. So it's not that
you made all of the plans. Let me get this straight. When you made all the plans for this meetup, there was only 200 people in the group.
The end of December going into January, we had 200 people. So I locked into a contract with the event hall and the hotel at 200 people for 100 people. The Hall of Fame, I locked in. I didn't plan on, the pool really getting more than 40 people. So when I had to go and find a pool to hold 80 people, we had to turn people away. So it wasn't that it couldn't be bigger.
It's just
they wanted to come.
It's just at the beginning. So next time when you plan it, it's gonna be bananas because you got, because right now we're at 22,000 today.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, it could be 50,000.
Right.
It could be 100,000.
Right. So if we add all the people that wanted to come, and if the people that come this year and the people that want to come, we're looking at about 300 next year.
It'll be 1,000. It'll be over.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be more, but
it'll be a couple of thousand.
Yeah.
It'll be a couple of thousand.
We'll never get first year again. They'll never get that intimacy.
Yeah.
They'll never get that again. But it'll always be a good time now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who is your favorite Giants player? And the Giants' 2 Super Bowl wins of the Patriots was amazing. Featuring the Velcro catch that was denied by Brady, that denied Brady another championship. I forgot y'all. The Giants was the one that kept Tom Brady from getting that other championship.
Okay.
Was that the year they was undefeated?
I'm not sure, but I did watch it.
Well, my husband said, yeah, baby. Well, that was the year the Giants won that year. The Patriots was undefeated, wasn't it?
We off in the cut. But like right now, my favorite player got stolen by the Eagles. Saquon.
Saquon Barkley. I know because my son.
I had such high hopes for him.
Yeah, I thought he would be a franchise player, and I thought he would be playing forever. I was shocked when I saw him get traded.
But I got frustrated for him. I was getting frustrated for him that he didn't get as many yards and things that he deserved. So Alvin, they stole my. Who's your team, Alvin? Who's Alvin's team?
Alvin, who's your team? I can't remember. Steelers.
I see him on there all the time. Let me flip.
Oh yeah, he's my man. He's my man. And then don't let me and him get on the phone. It's hours.
Really?
Hours. Yeah. Oh, he said Miami Dolphins. Why didn't I know that?
Oh, okay. He down with Future.
She's just her team is the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. And
he said he's gonna help our Eagles take
Saquon. Get out of here, Betty.
Saquon Barkley. Yeah, my son has 2 Saquon Barkley. He was so mad that he had to take his Saquon Barkley shirts down after he was traded. He was mad.
Yeah, I was so excited. I had such high hopes for him. And he wanted to be there, but it just didn't work out for him. It just didn't. So, but we'll see this year. The 2 South Florida boys
are going to steal her heart.
Okay. I'm going to see Lawanda.
Okay, Lawanda.
Maryland, New York got 2 on us, Susan.
Well, this is what I want to do. I was looking at Randy Moss. Yes. So this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the season starts when? So college starts the 31st because my son's first game is the 31st. And then the NFL regular season is the weekend after. Is that Sunday or the weekend after that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Somebody in the comments tell us.
Whenever that is, I'm gonna start I'm gonna start a special show on.
Oh
Tuesday
yeah, I want to talk
Tuesday
to you about
night.
that. Yes.
On Tuesday night, I'm gonna start at that Tuesday night. Okay, the first one's gonna be the Cowboys, of course.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. So when we do the Giants, I want you to be at least one of the moderators for the Giants.
Okay.
So whoever all of your moderators, their teams, I want all your people to be on the moderators.
This is what I told them. Everybody that came to the meetup, I want them to be first on your show.
Okay.
I want them to be the first guest. So
okay.
You let me know, how many or whatever.
Because I think when on here, I think the most we can have on is like 10, I think, or whatever at a time.
Okay.
And so, and what I want to do is every week, like when we do the Cowboys, this is how, ladies, this is how we're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
So every week, I'm gonna highlight a team. So whenever we do the Cowboys, and we're just gonna talk about a team, we're gonna talk about what we like. Because I'm gonna talk about how I can't stand Jerry Jones. We're gonna talk about the people that love hating on the Cowboys. We're gonna talk about, what they should have done. We're gonna talk, X's and O's.
Okay.
We're gonna talk, scheme. We're gonna talk recruiting. We're gonna talk all of that or whatever.
Okay.
And it's gonna be us talking. And so when we talk about the Giants, it's going to be the same thing. Who's your favorite player? What should have they done? We're going to think what we don't like about our teams, what we do like about our teams. Just all that. And I just want to have just everybody will just have their opportunity to talk about their team, because I've never seen a group of Black women sit and talk football.
Right.
Except when I'm coaching on my women's team. Like that's the only time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited
about that. So
we got to get you a list of the team and the name associated with the team, so you can inbox when you're ready. And I'm excited about that.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. So we'll do that, and then then I'll send them the invite on that night before, the day before. I'll get it all set up. And I love whoever's in the group that does the AI pictures and stuff like that. I would like to have, when I do like how I did not like my flyer or whatever, I'll have that as the flyer.
Okay.
One of those as the flyer. I'm gonna steal one of them on as the flyer, because whoever's doing those are absolutely off the chain. And so I don't know if I wanted to. Actually, I might have it with the cute little Black girl on there, and have it as a meetup, or maybe she can come up with a flyer specifically for that group, because it's going to be a group of us and we're all going to talk for whichever the designated team. So it'll be Tuesday night. It's 9:00. Is this time the same? Girl, let me think, because that's the only day I can possibly do.
So it'll be Tuesday at 9.
So let's do Tuesdays at 9, because Monday night is football.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday I have my podcast, and Wednesday and Thursdays I have my games. So it's a couple of my podcasts I'm probably gonna have to cancel, or I'm gonna have to do a replay, because I have games on Wednesdays, and I don't know what time I'm gonna be pushing it, coming down, finishing my games. And then Friday nights is high school football. Saturday nights is college football, and then we got Sunday football, and then Thursdays is also NFL football. So the only night is to be able to do something like that where we're not in, because we want to watch the game.
Right.
I'm not gonna miss one. Is Tuesday night. So hopefully, with 22,000 people in this room, I'm sure that we can get 2 or 3 people that can come on and talk about their team on those nights. And I'm looking forward.
I had told them about it at the meetup, and I told them
I
wanted them to be the first, get first dibs on being guests, and to let us know who wants to be a guest, or who didn't. And they were excited. So yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait just to get, just the opinions of women and football. And what she say? Miami had a woman from back in the 90s. Not sure where she is now.
So Miami had a woman.
Had a women's team back in the 90s. Now, Miami has a team now. Tampa has a team right now. I was trying to, matter of fact, I was trying to get the coach on to be a guest, but we just hadn't been able to.
Isn't there a team here in Atlanta?
Yes, you have a team there in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I've had 2 of their coaches. I've had their head coach and their defensive coordinator on my podcast as guests. And I'm definitely gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna promote the Miami Fury. I thought, I think them. And there was another one. Maybe it's a Tampa. Maybe I was thinking the Tampa team. right? Because like Pittsburgh has a Pittsburgh Passion. Where's the number? Is there? I can't remember if there's one in Cleveland.
There's one in Detroit because they're in our group.
There's one in Detroit because we lost to them. Yeah. There's one in Detroit because we played Detroit this past year. So yeah. So I'm definitely gonna put y'all on to where we start. Because our season for the women's team is during the spring, so it doesn't interfere with the NFL. And so so now we can do football all year round, because now everybody, I want to make sure that if you guys have a women's team in your city, that you're going and supporting the women's team. She said we don't have one anymore in Miami. Where are you at, Stacy? In Canton? Where's Stacy at? Cleveland. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you guys can, we'll put y'all on to teams that are close. So yeah, I hate that you guys don't have one in Cleveland. But for those that do have a women's team, I definitely am going to promote you all, or ask you all to
support,
to start supporting them, because they need the support. Most of them are, like, our team is set up as a 501c3, and a lot of the owners are females, and like my owner is a Black female, and she's coming out of her pocket for a lot of stuff, and she's been doing it for a while, and the support is just not there. And we're winning, and it's so fun. And then when I do put people on, they are excited about the game. So you guys will have to go back and watch. It's on YouTube. You should be able to go back, and it was on ESPN2, the championship game. It was a great game, and it was the Boston Renegades versus the St. Louis Slam, and it was an absolutely fantastic game. And when you're watching the game, you're going to be like, these are women playing. Yeah, and it's really, really good. Really, really good. So listen, we're at an hour already. I have a signature question that I always ask.
Okay.
Now that you are here on my platform, is there anything publicly that you would like to say that you've never had a platform to be able to say it? And it could be about anything. It doesn't have to be about your group. It could be about something personal, and it could be even something political or controversial, even though I don't talk about political or controversial. Wow. Is there anything that you've ever wanted to say out loud publicly that you've never had the platform to say?
I'm not going to say I never had the platform, but I just never took the opportunity to tell Black women, let's stop hating on each other.
Girl,
please, let's live. I always want to see everybody win. I'm like, am I like crazy? Like, yes. I don't understand jealousy. I don't understand. I don't like you. I don't, even though I don't like you, we can work together. Let's make it work. Let's make it work. And, you had asked me earlier, what's different from the North and the South? One thing in the North, we can hate each other, but we're going to get the money. Here, like, they will, everybody who stabbed me in the back or hurt me has been down here. So just, can we stop? Like, can we, or you know what? You can't just stop. Can we become better people? Can we work at becoming better women for each other? Because we're sisters, and I want to be a better woman for you. So can you work on being a better woman for me?
Can we please just be better? Like, even if it, and sometimes it's, I don't know, because I don't know how many times where I walked in a room and I can read somebody's lips and it says, who does she think she is?
Yeah.
And just hate, and you don't even know me. Why are you mad about my confidence? Or why are you mad about the light that I have? And most of the time, if you get to know me, I can probably figure out a way to uplift you.
Right. Because I'm always trying to put
somebody on.
Me too. Yes. To the point where I lose half the time.
Know somebody that knows somebody that can help take you whatever it is that you want to go, and probably take you to another, and probably take you to another, and take you to another level. Or I have that gift of being able, I can help everybody but me.
Yep. You sound like
I can help everybody but me, right?
Yep.
But I've learned that that's my gift. Like I could take, like, girl, you should do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. And like, I know somebody that can help you do exactly what it is that you want to do.
You're like, hold on, hello. I got such and such here. That's just what we do.
Girl, you need to meet. Yes, you need to meet such and such. You need to meet.
Exactly.
If you're in anything with athletics, you need to meet Monique AJ Smith. You need to meet. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean, every time. Can we just get along? Can we stop the pettiness? And you know what? And if you're that way, go seek counseling and ask them, why am I jealous of this person? Why don't I get along with this person? Or why does this bother me that this person
is successful
and I don't like the fact that they're successful, or I feel like that I'm better than this person, but yet they appear to be more blessed than I am. Why do I think the way that I think? Why am I not celebratory of other people? Because if you help enough people get what they want, you're going to automatically get what you want. Exactly. I'm not going to talk Bible, but that's just a universal law of sowing and reaping.
Yep, you reap what you sow. Yep.
Of sowing and reaping. If you celebrate other people while you're still waiting on your turn, it's going to come.
Exactly.
Celebrate everybody's accomplishments. You're going to get, but girl, Cynthia, you read my mind. Cynthia read my mind. Let me put her on here. Cynthia Ward, you read my mind. When you celebrate someone else's accomplishment, you'll be the next in line for your blessing. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. Yes. Yep. Yes. I believe that. So, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, let's just be better women.
Let's just, like I said, even the group, that's what it's for. And that's what it's for. And if there's a situation where you're like, oh my God, I'm in need, and you're not on something, I'm sure our moderators have discernment. I'm just meeting Susan on here, and I can just tell from just going through this, she has discernment. If you're in need, and it's one of them situations, hit Susan or somebody up, and and let's see what we can do to come together. And we don't mind cash apping. We got 22 people. If 22 people cash app $5, it's not much. I'm just saying. So when it's time for us to start building your nonprofit and stuff like that, everybody should sponsor at least $100. If 22,000 people or 30,000 people or whatever we are, and we should all be able to sponsor $1,000. And don't make this have to turn into a membership group,
right?
In order for people to stay, and it'll be totally worth the membership if you was to do that, and it'll totally be worth it because of all the blessings that you have already done brought forth from that. But when I tell you that, Mr. Brown, blacks have other haters, and we must restrain from hating on each other.
He's right. Yeah,
we have enough haters from everybody else. Why are we hating on each other? Yes. Yeah. And LaWanda said that she knows that weekend lifted me. So with that weekend lifted, if that weekend lifted you, imagine what is going to happen going forth in this group when everybody starts coming together. When I love all the side. I think I'm in 3 different side groups from that started from the meetup group, because I think I have a Cowboys group, and then I think there was it might be one for just women from Kentucky in it. I think I can't remember, or that might have came from another group. But I didn't started so many near the side groups that I can't keep up with. I can't even keep up with them anymore because there's the groups within the groups from that started from that. I know there's a Cowboys when we got one with just the Cowboys. But anyway, Susan, thank you for your vision.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for having this group for us. Thank you for having this community for us. I think there's a lot of people that are just looking for community, and it's so hard to find community where you're not getting hated on, or it's not just fun. I mean, at least this is fun. Y'all got to stop being sensitive though when people start talking y'all teams. Y'all got to stop being so sensitive when you start talking y'all teams, because we cannot predict who's going to win. We can't predict none of that. Your team might be loaded right now and they might not win a game this season. And so you while we talking all this smack right now, you can't take it personal, because my team might be trash. My team's always trash at the end. We always lose in the first round. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care about what y'all say. Thank you for keeping my team relevant for all the all the haters. Thank you for keeping us relevant, because we would not be relevant if it wasn't for the haters, because we haven't done nothing in 20-some years.
Listen, I always say, at least the Giant fans, at least we know our team is trash. The Cowboys and the Eagles will lose horribly and dance through the group like they just won the Super Bowl. I'm like, did not you just lose? And they posted all these glitter and gold and stuff. I'm like, I can't with the glitter. And y'all is something else.
Something else. You hear me? And again, I can't be mad. So if I'm a Cowboys fan, but guess what? I'm also in our division fan. So can't nobody say outside our division go against the Giants, the Eagles, or the Commanders, because they're in our division. So so I'm a divisional person too. Okay. When it comes to my division, right? So if the Giants are playing somebody outside of our division, I'm going for the Giants, because it's still our division. So of course, NFC West was, I think we were the best division last year, regardless of what everybody want to say about everybody else. We were the best division in the NFC. How about that, right? So yeah, we were the best. We don't care. Anyway, girl, thank you. I'm gonna let you go. Don't log off, but I am gonna end the stream. Betty, Lindsay, thank you. Mr. Brown, thank you. Cynthia Ward, thank you. Donna Jacobs, thank you. Stacy, thank you. Future, thank you. All of the Janae Anderson, thank you. She said, I'm dead. No, you didn't. She said. And that's what makes it fun. That right there. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. Is everybody. And so I can't wait to start. I'll definitely start the group. I can't wait till we have the talks where we're able to come on here and everybody talks about their team. And I can't wait to moderate that, and and just sit back and just listen to how people talk about their team from a Black woman's perspective, and just how seeing it, and then y'all have got to okay, there's a couple people, two more people that I want to shout out that are in the group, and one is Natasha Gransberry. Natasha has a book. It's like it's called The Gransberry Chronicles. Do I have it right here? Of course, I didn't have it right here. It should have been right here. And her book is like, it's real thin and it's real quick, a real quick read. And it helps you to be a fan, especially if you're a brand new fan and you don't know nothing about football. Okay. She breaks down the real small stuff, and she teaches you how to be a fan, like the rules of being a fan. Yeah. It's really, really good. And then Tiffany Tiffany has a group called First and 10.
Yeah, I like Tiffany. Yeah,
Teaches
I told
women
her.
the game of
Mhm.
football. And then she also, I think, has like a fantasy league, I think, that she's starting. And
Yeah.
so those are just two people that I definitely want to shout out that I've gotten to
Mhm.
know online.
Mhm.
And and they've become people that I'm totally just fond of because they love the game like I love the game.
Yeah, I'm supposed to
I just been to
we supposed to partner with Tiffany with some stuff
yeah,
more in the West. So I'm
yeah, because
excited
she does
about it.
like a I don't know, she does something where she does like a little group or
Mhm.
activity that
Right.
you could do like at birthday parties or something like
Mhm.
that. And she's put that together in order for you to be able to learn the game of football.
Right.
So ladies, learn the game of football. It's so fun being at a bar talking smack with these
I know
guys,
what you're
and
talking
they
about.
always think that they know, and they don't know what the heck they talking about, but you know
Mhm.
what you're talking about
Mhm.
because you can talk it all day. There's nothing funner than that, especially with me
Mhm.
being a coach, because I just be like, oh my God, like they're in a cover two. They're talking. I'm like, you can't do that. They're in a cover two. Like you can't. And then they'll look at me like I'm crazy because I'm not supposed to know what a cover two is.
Right.
Right. So, just stuff like that. So go learn the lingo and all that stuff. I keep wanting to. Yeah. Nikki said it was a great, Nikki, you read it. It was a great read. So you got Natasha's book.
Okay.
Yes. It's really, really good. Her book is
Okay.
really, really good. You got to go. I think it's natashagransberry.com might be on there. Natasha, if you're on here, my
Okay.
bad. You should have been on here so you could I should have told you to be on so you could put it on there.
Mhm.
I didn't think
Right.
I was gonna promote the book, but it just came to me because I don't use a script. She said I have friends that saw the picture from the weekend that don't know anything about the game and now want me to teach them so they can join.
That's awesome.
Love that, and that's what it's all
Yeah.
about. Learn
Mhm.
the learn the game. Like if you learn the
Mhm.
game, yes, learn the game. Once you learn the game, watching the game is going to be so much more, even
Yeah.
more fun because now you can understand what's going on. It'll be so
Mhm.
fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get off because we can be on here for another hour. I
Thank
love
you so
y'all.
much. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too. And don't go anywhere. I'm gonna end the stream. Love
Okay.
y'all. I'll see y'all a couple of Tuesdays from now. We'll be back and we'll put that on there next week. Next week I have another Hall of Famer from my Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame that we're inducting her in the 2020 in our 2024 class that's coming up in September. That's who we got coming. So I met George Adams was just inducted into our last. So I met him last year, and then and actually we're going to a Titans game because I only live like 3 hours from Nashville, and my
Oh,
in-laws are all Titans fans. So we're going to Nashville, and so that I can see because his son is now playing for the Titans, and so we'll
okay.
see him, and I can't wait. And my cousin
That's
plays for
awesome.
them too. Anyway, thank you. Love y'all. Love you, Betty. Love you.
Thank you,
Thank you. Everybody
everybody.
saying thank you. Appreciate y'all. Hey, make sure y'all share this. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share it. Make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you share it. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe because it's getting ready to be set off on Tuesday nights when we bring all the ladies are going to be on and we're all going to be talking football. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Good night.